Welcome to day 3. We're going to start by finally cutting the water lines down in the basement to install new shutoff valves, because the old shutoff valves you can see in the background there wouldn't shut off completely. So we're cutting those out and installing PEX to copper adapters. I had to wait for my friend here who's teaching me how to do this. He did the first one there to show me how it's done, and now I'm going to do it with you guys. We're going to apply some flux, wrap it around, and then we'll apply the flux inside the end of the fitting, press the fitting on. Might have been a little bit too much flux, but now we gotta add torch. Fire! And here all we're doing is melting the flux away, and we're gonna use that solder and we're gonna push that in. As you can see here, there's way too much there, but we're still gonna have a good sealed fitting. Now we're gonna move on to doing our shutoff valves, getting those assembled. So I got some PEX line here that I got cut into 2 foot pieces, and we're going to use my crimping system and snap that into place. I found that on this system, for some reason I have to press it twice, give it a little quarter turn for it to take properly, but you can use that go no go tool to test it to make sure it's good to go. There's the cold. Now let's do the same thing for our hot line. Get that one assembled while we're waiting. I got this kit off of Amazon. It came with the pipe cutter and the wrench to adjust it, as well as different size heads for pressing, and even this go no go tool. Everything's included except for your fittings. I'll have my Amazon affiliate links down in the description below. Now we're going to align this because we want the orientation of that handle to be set up correct. So we're just going to hold it up to the wall, and then we press it on once we had it in the right orientation. If the pipe ends up turning, that can put your shutoff valve in the wrong spot. Now it's time for the cold valve. Again, the same crimp system. I like to use these end caps that have the shoulder on them that keep it from sliding all the way down, so that you know everything ends up exactly where you need it to. You just push everything on and push it all the way on both ends, and you're good to go. Now we'll go ahead and turn on the water, test it. Make sure you get the hot to hot, cold to cold. Unfortunately, I didn't think to check that ahead of time, so we're going to have to cut that crimp. It's a little more nerve-wracking than we thought it was going to be, but once you get that little copper ring cut, you can just trim off the damaged PEX and reinstall it. Next is to install these little J-hook supports. You don't need to install these every 2 feet like I'm going to do here. I'm just doing this right at the transition from the copper to PEX, and then also one over by the shutoff valve as well. Again, I'll have links for all these things down in the description below. Feel free to shop around though. You might be able to find better deals at the orange store or even at the blue big box store. Don't hesitate to shop around. You don't have to get the exact same ones I got. These are just helpful to have for securing your pipes. Got our shutoff valves installed, so that means we're now good to start demolition on the shower. So this drives me nuts. Look at this. There is no reason for them to have furred out this wall. They could have just gone flat against the wall and added just enough space that this toilet may have been usable. We may have left this. I may have just gotten some super scrubber thing to get that, but honestly, I still want a tub. But that means we actually get more room in here. All of this is going away still. All right, talk about some progress. Sorry you guys missed that, but I had some friends come over and they wanted to give it a swing, and we got that whole wall taken down and a lot of this all cleaned up. They were fan-freaking-tastic, thanks to those guys. So now all that we got left is the dreaded ceiling and the floor. There's blown-in insulation up here, and I'm really not stoked about getting into that, but that's gonna have to be next project day, because that is not going to be today for sure. We're just gonna focus on cleaning up so that I can go to work tomorrow.